Good morning, it's your girl. And today is Monday, and we got a doozy for you. So hold on and wait on it. It's going to be fire. Tune in. The streets is talking. The streets is talking. And oh my goodness, it is crazy. Of course, we got to start with Trumpy because we just have to. He is taking over DC right now, y'all. It's crazy. They got a mayor, Browser, and he's like, he don't care. He wants to make DC more beautiful and safer than it's ever been by getting rid of the homeless. Yes, he has signed an executive order last month to get rid of the homeless, get them far from the capital. He said, "Don't worry, we'll find you housing." Now, mind you, they don't have any kind of plan or anything. He's just talking out of his ass, to be honest, saying that he's going to help. Is he really? And the mayor is like, hold on, wait a minute. There's not even a spike. We haven't even had a spike in crime. He doesn't care. The homeless got to go. But he said, hey, all you criminals, you can stay because we're going to put you where you belong, in jail. Imagine hearing that from a felon. You can't make this up, people. So he's called every law enforcement agency in DC to come out and get rid of these people from the Capitol. I'm saying, like, what? And there's only like maybe a little over 3,000, right? And most of them have found shelter. They're in emergency shelters and different places like that, right? So there's probably about maybe a difference of 5 to 800 people that can't find housing. And so he's supposed to be helping them. And you know what his help looks like. Remember, he's the one who had them set up alligator Alcatraz. So you're going to put them in tents? Okay, I hear you. You can't make this shit up. You really, really can't. And it's a shame, because I believe that in America, there should be no homeless. We should have zero homeless people. You want to know why? Because we send a lot of money overseas. Too much. Israel has gotten mad money. Billions from us, not millions, billions with a B is what I'm saying. So yeah, that's his biggest thing right now. I'm taking over DC. DC, the US is praying for you. The rest of us, the citizens, are praying for you because this is ridiculous. But I'll tell you one thing, one group of people are going hard to say, that enough is enough, telling Trump. And that is military officials. They're like, look, we're about to pull all of those people off American streets. We're about to pull them all off because it makes it a dangerous situation. Like they're saying they can't help, really. And it's actually hurting. They're actually going to, because they're not equipped for like domestic situations. They said, look, we're not a local law enforcement agency, right? You call us when we need to be overseas, whatever, right? And let's really be honest. All our loved ones in uniform did not sign up to wrangle up their family, right? Friends, cousins, regular Americans, everyday Americans. So we going out there and picking them up. It's just crazy. And arresting them For what? Just so he can show a force of power? It makes no sense. It's so wild that the agencies are like, look, it doesn't make sense to have, um, uh, what do you call it? Damn, I'm getting all mixed up because there's so much shit to remember, right? But it doesn't make sense to have um, the Marines, the Marine Corps on the streets of America. No, we could be better used somewhere else. And so they're taking all the troops, all the soldiers out of there. Yeah, they said this is not what we're is supposed to be used for. So they're like, that's it. We're taking them off. And then there's a bunch of retired officers that say, look, they got a whole bunch of different statements. Let me read a few. So some of the officers are stating these things, right? They're saying, uh, ordering troops to act against fellow Americans places them in an operationally difficult position, potentially to irreparable harm. I agree. These people are out here against Americans just like them. Are you kidding me? But he don't care. He does not care. They also stated deploying the National Guard and Marine Corps infantry units on U.S. soil is a very dangerous power grab that will escalate the situation rather than help. It's true. It will. Because the people are like, wait a minute, you American citizen like I am. You out here trying to push me and beat me or whatever they're trying to do out there just to contain them? No, it's not a good look. They also state American taxpayers are now footing the bill for a militarized spectacle meant to send a message of dominance, not security. They're not securing anything. They definitely are just doing his dirty work, right? And they say, this isn't what the loved ones in uniform signed up to do. So now he's trying to pick some new commanders because the other ones ain't listening to him. They already said, nah, that's it. At some point, you got to say no. And that's exactly what they're saying. No, we can't do this. We can't. Anywho, in other news, David Justice, who was married to Halle Berry, was talking about their marriage on a podcast, right? And he was saying, well, she proposed to me. Like he was really all that. She proposed to me. I think that's dope. Halle Berry proposed to you? That's fire, right? But no, not to him. And he was like, well, I wasn't sure if I should get married or not. Because, you know, I mean, I didn't know if I should. What? What? Look, they were married from 1993 to 1997. So for 4 years, you stayed with her, right? Even though you didn't think you should be married. Come on. Now, he's stating that the reason why they divorced is because she didn't cook or clean. He thought a wife should cook or clean. Then you should have married Josie, the chick down the street, or Marianne, or any of them, because you married a star too. Like you're not the only star, bro. She's a star, a big star too. She, she's that A-lister, is what I'm saying. Now, they're both multi-millionaires. You telling me this dude who was the head of household, because you know that we let the man do his thing, you couldn't figure out that between the two of you, you could afford to have a housekeeper and a chef? Y'all got too much money, man. When he started talking, I was like, look at this jackass. Why are you talking about something that happened over a decade ago? It's ridiculous, y'all. Actually, 20 years ago. And he's still talking about that. You know what that means, right? He misses her. He misses her. He really does. And then at the end of the podcast, he actually admitted that, well, he could, if he could do things probably over, he would have um, tried to get therapy. Duh, Halle Berry. I would have got therapy. I would have got the chef and the housekeeper. I'm just saying, David Justice, you didn't deserve her anyway. Let's be clear. I don't care what you say about Halle. She fine. Fine. Oh my goodness. The reminiscing. They always reminisce when you gone. It's too late now, bro. It's too late. She been there and she done that with you. Anyway, I heard you was abusive. I'm just saying. Let's get on to Dion, prime time. His baby boy was out there doing the damn thing. And man, it's crazy because think about this, you guys. Imagine trying to do your job and the owner of your company doesn't even really know you, but he doesn't like you, right? And then your immediate supervisor is a jackass too, because he's just rolling with whatever. He don't like you either. So you get out there, put on that uniform, and you do what no one else could do. All the QBs are hurt. So you got little Shador out there doing the damn thing. He done got 2 touchdowns. Man, he even ran a little bit, little 6 yarder. Let's go with it. Man, he had 138 yards passing. That's not bad for his first time. I know this is an exhibition game and it's a lot more to it and he has to do a lot more work. But for his first time being out there, he did very well. Now, you wouldn't know he did well because his coach at the end gave everybody else praise, but he said nothing to him. And Shador still, he cool. He like, okay, I could show you better than I could tell you. You know what I mean? I like this young man because I think he's a stand-up guy. I think Deion raised a really good kid. I think both of his sons are really good guys. Good. I say kid, but young man. I think they're really good guys. And you know, Shador, he's just a good guy. So there's this uh, Cleveland Browns uh, reporter. He's been reporting for many years with the Cleveland Browns, and he never really has nothing good to say about anybody. But he was really hard on Shador. So when Shador seen him, right? Shador was like, "Hey, Tony." His name is Tony Grassi, and he said, "Hey, Tony, what's going on? What did I do to you? You have never had nothing good to say about me. What's up with that?" He's saying this with a smile. He's cool. He's kind of saying it jokingly, but he's serious, right? And Tony, he spoke where you could hear him, but Tony was all like, who knows what he said, and they laughed because Shador is always gonna laugh. He's like, whatever, because I keep showing all of y'all. You know what I mean? Just keep watching this kid. This kid is gonna be fire. All right, he really is going to be something to talk about. And yeah, that's what the streets are talking about. So we got the comebacks and clapbacks. And this young man definitely had a comeback after being ridiculed by everyone. And they're all ridiculing him because of his father. Yes, I'm talking about Shador. Shador Sanders. Yeah, I know I just talked about him, but you know, that comeback and clapback was amazing when he spoke to the reporter, Tony Grassi, because this guy, he doesn't have anything nice to say, but he was really hard on him. You know what I mean? And everybody has been. They're saying all kinds of things, right? But beat this. He has the highest selling NFL jersey, is what I'm saying. Everybody had that jersey on at the game. They couldn't wait. It was sold out because he was there. That's the excitement he brings. It reminds me of his father. See, Shador is cut from a different cloth. That cloth is something else, boy. That's the finest cloth ever. Because Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson are the two, the only two athletes that actually ever played two major league sports. They played in the NFL and the Major League Baseball. That's you don't even understand what it takes to play one sport, but two, yeah, that's where he comes from. And the mere fact that he's a young man, but he stood up for himself. He waited. And that's how you address things, people. You go to the source. Don't talk behind somebody's back. Wait until you see him and say what you have to say. So yeah, that was a great comeback and clapback from Shador. We're gonna be watching you, kid. Well, it's that time for us to end it, right? So before I leave you, I always leave you with something dope, right? A word. So here we go. The thing is, everyone may come against you. There's always somebody that's always going to have something to say about you, right? You have to brush the dirt off your shoulders. Yeah, you have to brush the dirt off your shoulders. They underestimate you all the time. And so, you know what you got to do? Push your shoulders back, head up, and go straight in. You got to show them better than you could tell them. That's all I'm saying. I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and show them what you made of.